Hello everyone. Today I'm back again with another video, and today we have Ananya with us, and she is a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador, and she is here to tell us all about the program and give insights into it. So yeah. So hello everyone. Today we have Ananya with us, and she is going to tell us all about MLSA program. So yeah, let's start with her introduction.
Thanks, Muskan, for having me. Um, I'm so thrilled to be here and sharing some of the knowledge on MLSA. So, hi everyone. I am Ananya Singhal. I am a sophomore pursuing my BTech in computer science from Shivnada University, and I'm currently a research intern at IIIT Hyderabad. Apart from this, I was also a Google Generation recipient 2021, and some of my hobbies include playing guitar.
Yeah, that is really nice. So I've seen in my juniors as well that there's a lot of confusion about the program. Like, what is it? Is it a mentorship program or is it something else? So can you throw some light? Like, what is this program all about?
Sure. So MLSA, which is Microsoft Launch Student Ambassador, is like an amazing program which gives you opportunity to get to be a part of a community, which is it's like a global community, and it inspires you and motivates you in the field of technology. So
Okay.
you can interact with students from all over the world, and they with a common aim of getting to know your technology better.
Okay. So it is not only for Indian students, like it is a global
Yeah,
program.
it's a global program.
Okay, that is really nice for like networking with people from all around the world.
Yeah, exactly.
So Ananya, how did you like know about this program?
Okay, so when I was in my first year, I opened LinkedIn, and that is where I saw a lot of people posting about MLSA, and how it's an amazing opportunity to interact and conduct sessions. So that is how I basically got to know about it. And in my first semester only, I applied because the one of the major you know basically MLSA is open for everybody who is an undergrad student. So you can start applying from your first semester only. So there's no eligibility in that sense. So that was like my first real world exposure to a global community.
Okay, so I think it's a really good opportunity for first years because like there's no semester or branch
Yeah,
restriction as such,
yeah.
right?
So in the first semester, if you get to be a part of MLSA, then you can build your resume, and
Yeah.
it's a great opportunity to build it.
Yeah. So one of the application procedure is making a video for the
Hmm.
program, right?
Yeah.
So what are your tips or like what did you use so that your video stands out from others? Because there are thousands of applications. So how
Hmm.
can one make their video? Like tips on that.
Right. So in the application, I remember there were three essays, and one of the essays was what excites you about technology, and how do you want other students to explore the same. So for that, I was very real with my answer. Like I genuinely told them, like with an interesting story, that I how I started my interest in technology, rather than saying that okay, I just I am a BTech computer science student. I told them about my childhood story, that okay, when I was 6 years old, I had this exposure in the field of technology, and from
Yeah.
then on, I have been hooked into the this whole tech world. So that is how I made my answers not only generic, but I gave it a personal touch with a story, and I think that is what the viewers found it engaging and interesting. So I would recommend all the viewers right now that feel free to improve your answers by giving some personal touch, by giving stories, because that is what makes your answer stand out from the crowd.
Okay. Yeah. And like also, I think there are many videos that they can refer to from YouTube as well because many of the people who got selected, they've put their videos. So like if
Yeah,
they want to know that what like on what lines should they make the video on, they can watch that also.
definitely.
Okay. And the next question is that like there are different parts, alpha, beta. Like different steps. So what they are exactly?
Okay. So these are called the milestones, and we have three milestones in the MLSA program. One is the alpha, then the beta, and then the gold. So
Okay.
in order to be an alpha Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador, you have to complete a few learning paths. So what MLSA does is that, so one of their motive is to promote technology among your peers, but the other thing is that you should also start exploring different other technologies. So what they do is, on their website they have put up various courses which are free for the MLSA students, and they themselves can go through them and gain their knowledge. So if you complete those courses or the learning paths, then they'll assess your profile that, okay, you have suppose completed 2 3 learning paths, and if they think that, okay, that's good enough and that you've gained a lot of knowledge, then they promote you to alpha milestone.
Okay.
And
So yeah.
yeah, so alpha milestone is for you to learn first, and then comes the beta milestone. Now what they want is, now whatever you have learned from the alpha milestone, whatever courses you did, you basically conduct sessions for other peers of your university or of your community, so that they also get benefited from that. So if you conduct a few sessions, the minimum requirement is one session, and it's not necessarily whatever you learned in the alpha needs to be covered. You can cover some different topic, but it should be related to technology, obviously. And if you conduct one session along with a few learning paths, then you get promoted to beta.
Okay.
And then the third one is the gold one, where you where they see your profile. Now here they want you to basically do a 3 4 more sessions, because now they want to see that how consistent you are in building your community, and how much you are contributing. And plus they also want to see that how much you are developing by doing their learning parts. So that one is the last one, which is gold. And along with each milestone you get a lot of different, basically you earn a lot of things, like you obviously get benefits. So one is like you get VS Code subscription, then MTC certificate exam vouchers which Microsoft conducts. Then you also get some domains, free domains, and then for beta you get an amazing swag kit. So there are always small treats in between.
I've seen many LinkedIn posts about that swag kit, like
Yeah, it's a very famous swag kit.
yeah. And also like if you have to conduct session in your college, they provide I think food and everything.
Yeah, they do.
I
But in
yeah.
my case, it was all virtual. So
Yeah.
sadly, I couldn't, conduct an offline. But yeah, they do support you in best way possible.
Okay. And like when can we apply for this particular program?
Yeah, so the applications are open all around the year, and quarterly they select the applicants. So you can, right now also you can go, like Muskan can, put in the description link, the application link, and then you can go anytime and just, apply for it. And rolling basis, they will select your application.
Oh, so it's not like it's starting at this particular date and ending.
Yeah,
It's
no, it's
the
always
entire.
open. Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
year it's open.
Then the next question was, can I see some sample videos? Are they available anywhere? So I think on YouTube they are there.
Yeah, on YouTube. So what they want is whatever essay you have written, that only, if you can just read it word to word and make a video, then that's also completely fine. So like a lot of people have already uploaded their YouTube links. So, feel free to go through those, and they are an amazing example of you to know where to start.
Yeah, but make sure not to copy any
Yeah,
video or anything.
never
Just
copy it.
yeah, just take them as an inspiration and just write your own story.
Hmm, that's true.
Then the next question was that do they shortlist you on the basis of CGPA or college grades? Is there any such criteria?
I don't think so. Like I've seen a lot of applications, and I think they focus majorly on the essay, and if you show, if you reflect that, okay, you're passionate about technology, and if you show your eagerness to make, basically build your own community and show students basically, just build your own community and help out other students, then they are, that is what they are looking for. So
Looking
they
for.
never focus on grades or CGPA.
Okay. Yeah. So then the next question was that since there's a video option, so like she's written that I'm really shy to make videos. So can I just write my answers because I think the video is optional.
Yeah, the
So
video is optional, but
yeah.
I would recommend you to make a video, because then the viewer can actually, a lot of things, he can assess with that. But don't be shy. You should get out of your comfort zone and try to make a video, because that will help you in a longer run. So I would definitely recommend you. If not necessarily, you don't have to make a video for all the three answers. You can make one. So I would suggest that do make that.
Because eventually also if you will get selected then you have to take sessions and everything, so
Yeah,
you have
that's
to
true.
overcome that anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very true.
So then the next question was that if I am in my second year and do not have a lot of coding experience, so
Mhm.
can I get selected?
Yeah, you can definitely get selected, because in the first milestone, what they do is they want you to first learn things through their learning paths. So
Yeah.
it's never late to start coding, and you don't necessarily need coding as such. Maybe you can conduct a session on machine learning and just explain the theoretical part of it, and not necessarily the coding. So just feel free to, when you get selected, feel free to browse through those learning paths, and whatever interests you, then it's a good opportunity to develop a new skill.
So in the application procedure there's no coding round or anything
No,
as
no,
such.
no, there's only one application procedure. Basically,
Okay.
there's only one application, and that's the mainly it's essays. And then they ask for some additional information like your university name and other things like that.
And is resume asked in the application?
The resume, yes, it is asked.
Okay, so any particular tips that you have on resume, or if anyone wants to apply, they can tailor their resume specific to the
Hmm. So,
program.
so when I applied, I was in my first semester, so I didn't have a lot of things on my resume. So what I mentioned the coursework which I had, just to make my resume a little bit longer. So I mentioned all the courses which I had in my first semester, and feel free to mention any achievements which you had in your high school also, because they
Hmm.
obviously know that you're in first semester and they don't really expect that. And yeah, pretty much, you can mention if you have a good CGPA, you can mention that, because it might help you in that. And yeah, and focus more on the essays, because that is where they actually get to know about your intentions of joining MLSA.
Hmm. And since like you told that you got selected in your first semester, so like projects and everything, like did you add those?
Yeah, I did. Actually, I applied it in my first semester, and
Hmm.
I had a couple projects, like only
Okay.
two, three, and they were very small projects. Like
Hmm.
you can, in first semester, we generally have C++. No, sorry,
True.
C language, and in that also, in our university, the teachers tell
Hmm.
you to make some projects, so you can add those projects also. That doesn't matter. So or you can just make one and add it. But
Yes, you
yes, I did
cannot
add
also
them
take
few
them
projects.
to make very like typical projects or huge machine learning or some projects.
No, no,
Since
they don't expect. Yeah, simple projects like simple hangman game or
hmm,
Sudoku, that will also do.
that is really nice. So another thing that any prerequisites of applying for this particular program,
No, there are none.
there are none, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
they just want you are from the computer science background.
Hmm.
Not exactly computer science, basically engineering background actually,
Yeah.
and no other prerequisites.
No other prerequisites. That
Yeah.
is really nice. Then the next question was, should I add animations in my video to stand out from the others?
Uh, you can always add animations. Like in my case, I didn't do that,
Hmm.
but if you want, you can, and it will obviously make your video more effective, and the viewer will get to know much better about you. So feel free to add it. Feel free to do anything what they want. They want creativity from you. So animations looks like a good idea.
And for video, there is some particular time limit as well, right?
Yeah, there is. I think 1 minute or 2 minutes max.
Yeah,
So in
people, I
that
see
only you have.
people extending the time limit. So that is, I think, very wrong.
Yeah, yeah, you should never extend that, because then the viewer will, just move past your video, and maybe something which you wanted to say in the end may get skipped. So always stick to the time limit.
Okay. And then there was, is there any word limit for essays? I think there is.
Yeah, there is. I don't remember that, but it's written there only.
It's mentioned.
Every year they might change also, so I can't really say about that. But they mention it beforehand.
Okay, so that were all the questions from my side. I think I covered everything. Is there anything else that you would like to share? You can share your experience of the program.
Yeah, yeah. So the program was really, engaging, and the whole community is an excellent community. You get to, be interact with students all over the world, so that's a very plus point. And you can collaborate with them on projects for your portfolio. It's not just, till MLSA. You can always go beyond that, and it's super helpful. Like when I first joined it, I had a few doubts, so students were there to help me out with it. And then secondly, when you conduct your own session, that is also, initially it is really nerve wracking, but then it's a wonderful experience, because before conducting my session I was, so nervous that, okay, oh my god, like there are 40 students in the in on in the meeting, and I have to, just speak now. And that time also I was a first year student, so people who were in the meeting were my age students, or seniors to me. But then after I completed it, it was like I achieved something. So I think it's a really good opportunity for you to, you will learn a lot about yourself. And I don't think there's any other program as, as amazing as this. So I would recommend everybody to, apply for it. And it's the application process is also very easy, like one application only. And I, a lot of students get selected, so don't get worried, okay, that your marks are low, or maybe you don't have enough of um, you know things on your resume, because what matters is the essay. And just be genuine, write your own story, and you'll definitely get selected.
And also, they can apply more than once, right?
Yeah,
Suppose
that's
not
yeah.
one.
Yeah,
They
you can
can.
always apply more than once. Write your own story. Don't
True.
make generic answers. You know, uh, take instances from your own life, and mention your own stories. So that will make it a lot more interesting. And you can always get it proofread, the essay. It's a good way to, know where your essay stands. So you can feel free to message me on LinkedIn also, and or any other seniors of yours who have already been in MLSA. So you can get your essays reviewed. That's also a really great way to, improve on your essays. Yeah, that's it. That's it from my side. And all the best to the applicants.
Yeah. Thank you so much for doing this. I hope that it helps a lot of people who are applying it in the future.